Welcome back, and 'tis the season for giving, but not only for gifts, but unfortunately also illnesses and germs. Dr. Kanera Ari, a pediatrician with OSF Healthcare in Bloomington, joins us now to talk about safety tips and prevention surrounding RSV. Good morning, doctor, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, so let's just start off with the basics. What exactly is RSV, and how do people catch it?
So RSV, or respiratory syncytial virus, is a respiratory illness that can affect anyone of any age around the world. Most at risk, though, would be those infants and children under the age of 2. And it's spread mostly by respiratory droplets, like a lot of other viruses, so nasal secretions, coughing, and sneezing.
And with it being those colder months, how common is it around the holidays for people to catch RSV?
Yeah, because it's spread by coughing and sneezing and being in close contact with other people, and we spend more time during the holidays around family and friends, definitely like most other viruses, you see a big increase in RSV during the winter months and the holidays.
Okay, now thinking of kids, how can people protect their kids? I mean, kids are everywhere. They touch everything. And I mean, I don't want to call them nasty, but kids can be nasty.
Yeah.
So how can they protect their children?
Yeah, one of the biggest ways that I recommend trying to make sure kids are protecting themselves from RSV, but all other viruses as well, is teaching them good hand washing skills and reminding them to frequently wash their hands. Some of the other ways are if they're sick and at risk of spreading a lot of those respiratory droplets to other kids, trying to keep them home as much as possible. And then I always kind of get asked about immunity. What's the best way to kind of make sure our immune system is working at its best? Two of the best ways is to make sure we have good nutrition. So we're eating plenty of fruits and vegetables, and we're getting plenty of good sleep.
Oh, sleep is key. I mean, I think that goes across the board.
Yes.
But are there any other populations aside from kids that are heavily impacted by RSV?
Yes. So other populations that would be at risk would be the elderly and also pregnant women. In terms of kids, in addition to those under the age of 2, kids born prematurely, kids born with any heart disease, kids born with some lung diseases, those children are also at higher risk for having severe infection.
And in addition to washing hands, and the pandemic taught us that the mask does wonders, what are some quick tips that you can give to people to help stay safe?
Really, I would say eat well, sleep well, and try to stay home at all if possible if you're sick.
Simply put. Is there anything else you'd like to share about RSV or things people need to be aware of this time of year?
I think just keeping in mind those good hand washing skills, you know, as much as we can wash our hands, the better.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, we kind of had like a little song. You go around, you hit the wrist, and I wonder if they still do that. They still teach kids.
I think so, yeah.
That'd be great, wouldn't it? Make your job easier, certainly.
Yes, it would.
Well, thank you, doctor, for joining us. We'll share the entire interview on our website. You can rewatch it there. And if you or anyone else you know is interested in joining us on In the Know, just head to our website, 25newsnow.com/community. Go to the In the Know tab and submit the form. And stick around because we're blowing out some candles. Or maybe not this time. It's a new portrait that's going to be unveiled at the Smithsonian. And boy, is it a beauty. More on the painting and Oprah's latest accolade when we return.